so many weird creatures
So
in the
many.
ocean.
It's such an alien environment to us as terrestrial mammals.
Do you remember when the tsunami hit Thailand and then there was all these animals that they were finding that they had never really seen before?
Washed up on the shores. I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and they were documenting them. There was a whole website dedicated to tsunami deep sea creatures. That
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
but
it was really crazy. Like some of these things that are living, a fucking mile down under the earth.
Right.
And you're like, what? What are you?
And they I forget what the number was, but they got like 30 or 40 new species or something crazy like that, literally like combing through the streets of the cities where the tsunami had hit.
God.
Yeah.
Is that a richer source of bioresources of the ocean, of biodiversity, I should say? The ocean than Earth?
Oh, there's more life in the ocean than on terrestrial land, for sure. Yeah. You mean, is there more diversity
more
in general?
Weirdness. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's way more. I guess it depends how you define weirdness, but like, look at an octopus, look at a cuttlefish, look at those
Crabs.
deep sea creatures, crabs, and all the way into the marine mammals and all the way down to the tiny little insects or isopods that live in the ocean. I think the ocean creatures are very bizarre.
How about those giant squid that they found on that oil tanker? When they had
I know,
a camera down there.
yeah, and they
sent
saw that one come
100-foot
through.
Giant squid with the crazy, like crab legs.
Yep.
You ever see
the
that
crab
one?
legs? Maybe not.
Never see that one?
With the crab legs? Is
Dude.
he walking along the bottom?
No, it's got it looks like it has appendages.
What?
Like with joints.
No,
Yeah.
haven't seen that
Oh
one.
my God. Oh, I'm going to show you something
I'm
else
learning
new.
a lot today. I like this.
So they had a camera deep under this oil rig,
Mm-hmm.
and they spotted this thing with these insane long appendages. Look at this.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, that's different. That's
Look
not what
at
I thought you were
Look
talking
at the
about.
fucking length of those. What are those things that dangle from it? What'd you call those things?
Tentacles? Legs?
Tentacles,
I don't-
legs. What is it? But look at the legs on it. It's like an insect.
Yeah, that's very bizarre.
See how they have very obvious bends. Video courtesy of Shell Oil Company. Doing a good job for nature.
Yeah,
I
right.
see the deep. There's another one. Is that another image of it? But look how weird it is. How it has
Ugh.
clear bends. Like when you see that thing underwater floating around like that looks like an alien.
Totally. That is our exact kind of depiction of what an alien species
Go to
is.
that green one right next to it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that thing. It's
crazy.
Man. I mean, if you saw that underwater, you would shit your pants.
100%. 100%.
And it's 100 feet.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It's nuts.
I mean, is it that big? How big they say it was? Am I making that up? Didn't they say the tentacles go crazy long?
It looks like it.
Yeah, they said the thing was enormous, but that the length of the actual tentacles or whatever the fuck it is was really long. So strange. And this, before they got this video footage of it, they didn't even know something like this was real.
And there's like a lot of those where you get these deep sea cameras and you're like, oh, there's a species we haven't ever documented before.
So it's in the Gulf of Mexico. They caught it at a depth of 7,800 feet. But does it say how big they think it is?
You can
It's
just
a
type in that
big fin
Magna
squid.
Pina
That's
squid
what I had
size.
here. Just
Big fin. Look at the fucking, just how weird it looked. Like the way that the head of it sort of pulsates and moves with
Right.
the waves. Like,
It's like a Steven Spielberg creation.
yeah, there's that, and then there's also a puppy.
Right. Right.
That's how diverse life is. Okay, the length is up to 15 to 20 times the mantle.
26 feet.
26 feet. Okay, that's
Or
pretty big.
more.
Or more.
Yeah.
Well, giant octopuses too, right? Giant squids were thought to be bullshit until fairly recently, right?
Correct. Yeah, I don't know when specifically, but they found a few that have washed up, and then they got some actual footage of some. That's what I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
on some rigs,
And
which is
what
just
about
crazy.
What about octopi? What's the largest of the octopi?
The giant Pacific octopus. So the species that you saw attacking that eagle, that's not a huge one, but as far as I know, that's the largest one.
Look at the fucker.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Look at that
there's-
dead one. That's a giant squid.
It's a big cephalopod. Giant squid, yeah.
Wow. That thing's huge. That looks like it's more than 28 feet. If you stretch that bitch out.
No, those ones are like 100 plus feet.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking.
The giant
about.
squid, yeah.
100 plus feet.
They can get up to that. Yeah.
That is so nuts.
Isn't it?
100-foot jelly creature. You know?
And you know what's interesting is sperm whales will leave the surface of the ocean and dive down to their depths to hunt those.
Jeez, it must
That's
be
what their teeth are
delicious.
for.
Calamari,
Yeah.
bro.
It's a lot of calamari.
Calamari's good. Look at that fucker. So weird. So the large Pacific octopus, how big? Giant Pacific octopus. How big does that guy get?
I don't know. And I mean, because they're fan out, so I'm not sure. Maybe 5 feet long, 6 feet long, but heavy, like 40, 50, 60 pounds, something like that. They've got a really big one at the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Really?
Yeah, really cool one.
Oh, I've been to that. I've been to that aquarium back in the day.
Yeah.
The legend of the Kraken. Like, they used to think that was all total horseshit.
Right.
Until they found some fossilized cups. They found some suction cups that were, some fossilized evidence of enormous cups that they think are indicative of this, real 100-foot octopus or huge fucking octopus.
Well, or just a 100-foot squid on the surface. You know what? Like you said, those stories always get embellished. So even if it was a 60-foot squid on the surface, say it was injured or dying and it was alive and the boat hit it and it starts slapping the boat with its tentacles.
Hi, mate, it's the Kraken trying to get us.
Like, that's not going to turn into a crazy sea fable.
Can you imagine, though, if you were one of those dudes that was, like, making your way across the ocean and you, in the 1100s or some shit, and you jump in the water to wash off and you get eaten by a giant octopus in front of your friends?
Yeah, that's...
You see something come out of the desk.
Just, yeah.